This is another question for you, Mr. Schuler. It's kind of a follow-up to the last question, I guess, because on October 4th at the Mason Christian Village Candidate Forum, you said that school funding problem is, and I quote you, "it will never be solved." As a member of Ohio's Ways and Means and Economic Development Committee, an integral force in organizing the tax structure and reversing the Supreme Court ruling so the funding can be constitutional, how can you see that attitude being effective in solving this problem?
If I could get clarification before I answer the question, I didn't understand the part about the Ways and Means and Economic Development.
Well, you're a member of the Ohio's Ways and Means and Economic Development Committee,
Correct.
are you not? Okay, well, part of the problem is that you just said now you don't think any problem can be, you said before, you don't think there's any problem that's unsolvable. Yet, less than a month ago, October 4th,
Okay.
you said you don't think the school funding problem could be solved.
Okay, good. Yeah, good point. I understand.
So
I understand
there's a little bit of a
question now.
conflict there, and how do you think that attitude works into your ability to solve that problem and serve the people of Ohio?
Yeah, I understand the question now, and I did say that school funding will never be solved. And what I meant by that is we can solve these problems as they go, but the whole idea of school funding is so important in that it's the most important thing we do. That's why it's our biggest expense in the state, and so we can never give too much money to education. We can spend it better, but there will never be enough to do everything we want to do with schools. Because, for example, I've got one school district that teaches 8 languages, and that's good. But every school can't afford that, but it'd be nice if every school could. And so we have a real imbalance in schools, and the best schools spending the most, there's just not the money to bring them all up there. So I don't think we ever will, because it's more of a philosophical thing. There just isn't, there would never be enough money to do everything we'd like to do in schools.
Mr. Smith?
As soon as Withrow decides to add its 9th language, then I think we can have that discussion. But what we're talking about is schools that don't have textbooks, that don't have classrooms with adequate heat. We need to get down and hit the brass tacks right away and fix this problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.